Hello, 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 hello. Sorry, I am a little bit late. I actually thought I was already live, and then I realized I wasn't. I was struggling a little bit with my slides. So hold on a second, guys. Just want to fix something here. I'm just having a little issue with my slides. So hold on a second. Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm good. All right. Where are you guys? Who is here with me? Okay. I definitely heard a little bang just a few minutes before coming on here. So that was a delight. But I am determined that I'm not going to let these explosion sounds kill the vibe of our class. I am so excited to be here. I was just struggling with my slides. I didn't realize I had such a big file, so I wasn't being able to upload it. So I was really struggling with that. Fari and Corey is here. Oh, okay. I feel like it's just the three of us. Then let me make my tea. Let me make my tea. I need this tea right now. I was all ready and everything was fine. But then my stupid files were not uploading. MK Creative Agency, who is that? Say who you are. Again, like yesterday, introduce yourselves, put your links, because people are going to start joining. And I'm going to make myself a cup of tea because I just heard the first bang of day 4. And I just need my tea so that we can start the class. I think I'm going to make myself some jasmine tea. And I am really freaking excited for today's live class. Can you guys still hear me, even though I'm like far away from the mic? Michael, shout out to Michael. Where are you in the world? If you are in Dubai, where are you so that we can know where you are? What's happening? Why aren't you like boiling? Okay, centering myself. This is gonna be an amazing class. I've got really cool stuff prepared for you on how you can you can crush all of those camera fears that you might be having. So I'm really excited for today's class. The slides are so yummy. Actually, let me add them up on stage. Hold on a second. Here we go. Oh, but I gotta flip this like we did yesterday. So hold on a second. Let me flip oh no, what am I doing? It was right. Okay, Alex, concentrate. Here we go. Okay. Butch and Tufemi, who tell me your names. Don't flip it. Yes, thank you, Hatim. No, don't flip it. Yes, it's working fine. Yes! I am so determined. I'm not going to let these bang sounds get to me. We fucking got this. Okay. Oh, it sounded so British. We fucking got this. I got this. Deviating. So it's day 4 of this situationship, of this upside down world. How is everybody feeling on day 4? For me, I woke up today and I was so determined. I'm like, I'm going to have an amazing, delicious day. And thankfully here in JBR, we didn't hear any bangs. So that was really positive until now. But I had a good, productive day. It's so important that we stay productive, that we try to keep our routines. How was your day, guys? How was it? Tell me. I'm your neighbor. I own the 2 dogs. Oh, no! You are here on my live? Please let me babysit your dogs. No way! Oh my God. Guys, you might have seen... Did you guys see that video of that like little puppy dog that looks like a bear, like a teddy bear? That's my neighbor. This is so cute. Okay. All right. Let me pour my tea. Need my cat mug tea. And then please introduce yourselves, guys. Who you are, what you do, your links, everything. There's 9 people here already. That is so cool, guys. Isn't this awesome? Last night, I loved the class last night because when I finished the class, I felt so nice because I didn't think about all of this for 1 hour, and it was just nice to have a few hours where I wasn't scrolling the news. I was not thinking about, I don't know about you, but today I watched those two videos of the soldiers that landed in Kuwait. And I don't know about you, but that really filled my heart, especially the female pilot. What a fucking rebel badass, right? That's a rebel right there. Did you guys see that video? I can bring them now if you want, but only for if you bring those puppies now, there's not going to be any class. But yes, feel free to come in. It's 204. Those videos of those pilots landing, for me, I don't know about you guys, but did that just like, that was just, I think it made my world feel so small when I saw that, when I saw those pilots landing, both the female and the male. But it just made me feel like, our worlds are so small compared to these experiences that these people are having. Another thing that tends to overwhelm me a little bit also is when I'm reading the roundups of the day, like how many missiles we intersected. And it's just like, what world are we on, right? And we're still here living our lives to the best that we really actually can, which is pretty fucking amazing, the way we're living our lives here in Dubai, and all of that is happening. So I guess these are my daily updates. I did some client work, which was so good, kept me distracted, and preparing this class today also was a joy. So I cannot wait. Who is here? Corey and Fari are always my Rebels OGs. They are the first ones here. Michael, where are you guys in the world? Town Square, few bangs here. Hatim, shout out to my client. My neighbor is here. Do you know how excited I am that my neighbor is here? Oh my God. Charlotte, oh my God. Big shout out to Charlotte. She does these amazing kids classes on life skills, and I've been lucky and fortunate enough actually to be part of some of those classes. So if you've got kids and you want to teach your kids life skills, please get in touch with Charlotte. Go and plug your links in here. Can you guys share links here on the YouTube chat? I hope you can. I'm actually going to share some of my links. I am going to ask you to, if you haven't yet, to subscribe to my YouTube channel, but I'm really hoping you have because you're here. So did you click the subscribe? I'm also going to post my audio, my Rebel Academy audio experience, guys. This is so exciting. If you still didn't know, and if you still haven't subscribed, can I please ask you to subscribe? I've just put all my links in here. Or I don't know, did my links show up? I don't know if they have. I tried to send you guys my links, but it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe to the Rebel Academy audio experience. There's 3 to 4 episodes that drop every week. Isn't that amazing? Full classes and mini episodes. Today's episode that dropped was how you can grow your salon beauty business. So please subscribe to my audio, Rebel Academy. It's everywhere. It's on Spotify, it's on Apple, so you will find it. I've tried to put the links in here, but I'm not sure if they came through. Michael Kruger, creative pro photographer. Oh, that is so amazing. Who else is here from my Rebel family? There's 10 of you here. So tell me your name, write your name down, because I might really not recognize you from the, from the LinkedIn YouTube, but, thank you, Fari. What else? I also want to say that I've got a WhatsApp Rebellion group. So if for some of you, you still haven't joined and you want to be part of a closer community, it's a super active group. I'm there a lot, and you can chat, you can promote your things, you can share your things, you can ask questions, you can even ask for recommendations. So if you want to join, let me see if I can post the link for the for the Rebellion WhatsApp group. Let me see if this link is gonna show up here. I tried to put the link in here, so I'm hoping it's gone through. Okay, do you guys have snacks? Do you guys have tea? Are you ready? Okay, I need this. All right, I'm ready. Should we start class? But nobody has told me how you guys doing today. How are you feeling? Okay, on a scale from 1 to 5, 5 being like the fucking best. Where are you? 1, obviously not being very good. From 1 to 5, whereabouts are you in the scale of your nervous system, emotions? Was that another bang? I don't know. I've closed my kitchen window, so can't hear anything. 5 means you're doing amazing. That is so good, Hatim. That means you're doing amazing. 4, Charlotte, that's pretty good too, because that's very close to feeling amazing and feeling super awesome. Okay. Charlotte, do you have any classes going on right now that you want to promote and post here? This would be amazing. I think life skills right now will be super important and relevant for what's going on. Corey is on 3. Okay, Corey. We need to get Corey up to a 4. Let's send Corey some love. Corey, post your Instagram links, post your art so people can follow you. Oh, we've got Danny in the house. So we have South Africa in the house. We've got the UAE in the house. Is there anyone else that's here from another country? Fari, 3 moving to 4/5 as the call goes. Oh, I'm feeling the love. Yes. For this 1 hour, we will not be thinking about what's happening in the world. And for this 1 hour, my job here is to distract you, is going to be to get you at the end of this 1 hour loving. You guys are going to be making love to your camera by the end of this freaking class. That's going to be my job, is you guys are going to be so, like they always, my idol was Marilyn Monroe, and there was always this saying on Hollywood that she would make love to the camera with her eyes and her face. So my biggest job here today is, by the end of this class, you guys are going to be making love. You guys are going to be hooking up with your cameras. That's my biggest job here today. All right, so let's get started. I am cooking shrimps. Will be on 5 once I eat. Yummy. Okay, love shrimps. So I'm gonna get started. All right. Just a big reminder before we go that tomorrow is the last live class of this week. Tomorrow is Instagram, everything we need to know right now. There's so much going on with Instagram. I mean, so if you don't know what's been some of the latest things happening on Instagram, don't you worry, sit back, relax, and I will just do that for you. I will fill you in on all of the things that you've been probably missing out, confused about, and I will be filling that in for you tomorrow. So tomorrow, same time, same place, everything to do with Instagram. Next week is going to be really fun, especially because one of the live classes is with my mom. Don't you want to get your shit together with your finances? Oh, just come in. Oh my God, the puppies are here. Just come in. Oh my God. Guys, wait, the puppies are here. No. Are you, come. It's okay, you can have your shoes on. Okay, wait, let me remove my slides. Okay, wait. Oh my God, can I hold one? Stop, guys. Oh my God. I think I'm gonna cry. Oh, there's so. Oh my God, look how cute. You're like famous now. Look at all the people. Oh my God, this is so soothing. Oh my God, I've never held two puppies. This is like a first for me. Oh my God, guys. I'm dying right now. Are you guys dying right now? Are we going to do a class? Should we just give up on the class? Should we just like hang out with puppies and not do the class? Oh my God, look at so many people are looking at you. I'm dying right now. Guys are so cute. Oh my God, I need to get a puppy. Everybody's freaking out. Guys, look how tiny they are. Oh, it's okay. Look, you're in a teal kitchen. I bet they've never been on a teal kitchen. They've never been on a teal kitchen. How amazing is my neighbor? How did you find me?
Instagram.
Really? But
Yeah.
how?
I don't know. I was checking reels and then I find you.
Oh my God, thank God for Instagram. My neighbor found me. Guys, isn't this amazing? Oh my God. She's the she, right?
No, it's a boy.
Okay,
It's she.
boy. Okay, let me see if I remember the name. Charlie.
Johnny.
Johnny, which we freaking love the name Johnny. Johnny's like
Yeah, it's your
badass.
favorite name.
I love Johnny. And then
And she's named Rose.
Rose. Okay, so she's Rose and that's Johnny. Oh my God, guys. Okay, so I'm going to quit on doing the class and I'm going to go. Joking. Oh my God. And they smell so nice.
Yeah.
They smell so nice.
They just
I want to be a puppy. They just had a shower. Oh my God. Wait, so that people can see you. Oh my God. And they're so cute. They just sit.
Yeah.
They're not
Quiet.
scared. And they don't get scared with the bangs?
No, they don't care. Guys.
They don't care?
Yeah.
That's so...
They sleep well. And
Look at us
they-
humans. We get scared with these bangs, but these little puppies don't. Really? They
Yeah.
don't jump or anything?
No.
Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Take my number so that we can stay like in contact.
Yeah, sure. Can I write?
Yeah. 050.
I will give you my number. That's
Okay,
fine.
yeah. It's okay. I think the people online all know my number.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, leave your number. Oh my God, guys. Look how cute this is. I really need to have a pet. It's so soothing. And imagine the content we could do. Okay, guys, are you going to go and
Yeah.
watch my class now? Oh my God. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm going to message you. Left your number?
Yeah.
Okay, I will message you when I
Yeah,
finish my
always.
class. All right, guys, say goodbye. Okay, Johnny. Okay, Johnny, say goodbye. We're gonna do class now. Thank you. This was like the best gift. Seriously. Oh, let me
Anytime.
give you a hug. Seriously, thank you. That was so sweet. Oh my God, you guys, I love you. I'm gonna come and stalk you guys after. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Aw. Oh my God. I'm so in awe. Wasn't that so special? Oh, I need to get pets, guys. Oh. They are so cute. Look at the power. Can we just acknowledge like the power of Instagram, right? And the power of creating content, which was actually why we're here in this class. So side story, I had already seen him a few times walking these dogs, and they were a little bit even more smaller. And then one time, a couple of weeks ago, I see him outside my building and I was like, oh, you're here. And he was like, I live here. And I was like, no way you live here. I live here. So then I found out that these dogs that I've been seeing around here actually live in my building. So I even had put a video of the little doggies on my Instagram, and I found out that he was living here, but we didn't exchange any contacts. I didn't tell him my Instagram, like nothing, because I didn't want to sound like a weird stalker, but I did. I wanted to be like, can I like know where you live so I can maybe come and babysit the dogs? But I really didn't want to come across like a weirdo. And now he says that he just found me on Instagram. Isn't that amazing? And that's why we are here today, so that you guys can create content, because you could be one piece of content away from your next opportunity, from an interaction like this. Another really interesting interaction that I had very recent, I was at the Arts Fest in Ulster Call, and just before I left the house, I was wearing those boots, you know, those boots with the pink bows. Oh, we know them. Or maybe some of you don't. And I was wearing those boots with the pink bows, and I had posted a video on my Instagram, and the video was, I don't dress for men, I dress for little girls. I posted that video 1 hour before going to the arts festival. When I was at the arts who was with me at the arts festival? Was the girl that was, no, my friend is not here in this live class. I'm walking around Ulstercal, and one girl comes to me and she's like, I think I just saw you on Instagram. And I was like, what? And she goes, I think I just saw. And then she looks at the boots and she's like, I've just seen your boots on Instagram right now, like just a few minutes ago. And I was like, really? And she's like, yeah, but I don't follow you. I saw you on my Explore page. And I was just like, bang, winning. See, you never know who can be watching your content. Isn't that like amazing? Oh, that was the best surprise. Thank you for sticking around for that yummy surprise. I hope that also made you feel all fuzzy inside. It made me feel all fuzzy inside. And you know what? It definitely calmed my nervous system down. So, oh, your comments are so cute. Fari, y'all, I'm coming over. So let's pick up exactly where we left off. I was telling you about the classes that are happening next week. Make sure you join. Me and my mom are doing a class together. That's going to be really fun. And it's going to be about helping you get your shit together with your finances. I'm going to do marketing for luxury brands. Oh, because everybody thinks they're luxury. And then the new era of e-commerce. So that's next week. So now let's get started with today. And here we go. Who is this girl? Who's this girl? It's me when I was, I don't know, maybe 15. And I was really lost with my identity because we had moved to the UK and I had no friends because I was super bullied. I was called pork and cheese, and I was I was in this country that was not my country, not my language, not my culture. I didn't speak English. I was Portuguese. And when I look at this version of Alex, and my Portuguese name actually is Shana, and when I look at her, I don't even see Alex. I don't even see Alexandra. I see Shana. When I see her, I see a girl that had absolutely no fucking confidence. I didn't feel pretty. I didn't feel good with my body. I felt really fat. I felt really ugly. I hated myself. And everybody around it didn't seem to like me because I was so bullied and I didn't have friends. So that was they did a great job at me further feeling like, why should I like myself? I don't have friends at school. I would go sit in the toilets and hide and eat my lunch there because I would be super shy from eating alone. And there was no confidence in this version of Alex that you see here. This is also me and my teeth. When I was little, I had like this disease. My platelets in my blood were disappearing. And then they had to give me a lot of cortisone and it destroyed my teeth. Today, people say they love my teeth. They love my teeth. It's one of the things I hear a lot. But a lot of people, little do they know, although I have posted about this. I actually just posted a video when I was in Brazil back in December. Some of you might have watched it. If not, I urge you to watch it, where I meet my dentist who did my teeth. But my teeth was also something that would always make me feel very, really my confidence was not up there. So yeah, these are all veneers, and those are my real teeth. It made me feel happy we are in Dubai, because if this would be USA, we could watch some tragic, some weirdo. That is very true. Good point, right? Only in Dubai we would feel so safe to tell the neighbor, yeah, just come, and the door is open, right? Yeah. So this is me also. And this is also me, maybe about, let's say, 16 years ago. Very fat. I was always fat. I was always chubby. I always felt like the outside girl. I was never the popular girl. I was never the pretty girl. I was always on the outside. And then adding that up with not having friends in the UK when I moved there and being very isolated from having groups of friends and being the loner. And then definitely never felt good about my weight. And then this picture, I was in my 30s. I think I was 30. I was in my early 30s. Oh, let me look at the time because I want to try and stay good. So our ETA is 10:30. I need to finish the class by 10:30 because we started very late, but for good reasons, right? So this was my early 30s. And I remember one time looking at myself in the mirror and seeing this, and I'm like, ew, I felt disgusted with my body. I was so fat. Men, guys wouldn't look at me. I always remember looking at those really, I'm sure a lot of us here as girls and maybe guys can relate. You look at those models or you look at those really, I remember I would look at these sexy girls and I would always think, I don't know if I'll ever be sexy, if I'll ever have that confidence. Will I ever have that body? Will I ever be able to carry myself physically with that confidence? For me, it was like, no. But in my early 30s, that was when this picture was taken. And my body was always something that I was definitely, I remember also at school, I would be called tree trunk legs. I was also called that. Okay, this is about to get real deep very quick. But we're going to come out, we're going to go deep fast, and then we're going to come back up fast, okay? For the 11 of you that are here, I'm going to introduce you to someone that I have never, ever, ever introduced anyone to. Can anybody guess? Come on, interact with me. I need to feel the love because I don't have your cameras. I don't have you on cameras. That's what I do miss about Zoom is that we would see each other, right? But can anybody guess who this man is? Who is this man? Do we even look a little alike? Maybe the eyebrows, maybe? Yes, Fari. My dad. I have never introduced my dad to anybody. I've never put a picture, let alone a picture of my dad. But when I sat down today and I really thought about, it's been a while since I've done a class on how you can kill your camera fears. I knew I had to tell you guys my story because I think a lot of us look at people today, people that are confident, people that carry themselves with that, attitude, with that savoir-faire, with that swagger. And a lot of us think they've always been like that. I certainly get that a lot. A lot of people seem to think I've always been this confident, but no. All of this confidence has come in my life very late. So when I was preparing my class for you today, I wanted to tell you a little bit of my story so that you can see that we all carry baggage, that nobody is perfect. But what I really hope that I can share with you is that if you right now are struggling with confidence, I hope that in some little way, my story can inspire you that we can all change. We've got the power to change. So if I was going to tell you my story, I had to introduce you to the man who is my father and that created a huge impact in my life for the negative on my confidence. My dad. And I have a lot of empathy for my dad. I have a lot of understanding for my dad. I don't have forgiveness because I have learned you don't have to forgive to heal. And boy, have I been healing for more than 10 years. But my dad, and he has all his reasons, he didn't treat me very well. He rejected me. Sometimes he would physically hit me. He would abandon me in places. He shut me out of the building one time and left me in the street. Actually, fun fact, he even kidnapped me for 3 months. Yes, isn't that cool? That's kind of cool to say. I have been kidnapped. That's pretty fucking badass. When my mom left the house so that she could go get the divorce, and she actually banged her own head in the door because every time my dad would hit my mom, the police would come and they would all just hang out and drink whiskey. And this is circa 82, 83. Times were very different. So my mom never could have gotten a legal record that she was being beaten by my dad. So one night when she decided to leave because she said, that's enough, I will not raise my daughter with a psychopath, she actually hit her own head in the door so she could go to the police and there would be a record. So and she got my dad very drunk. That's how she escaped. And when my dad wakes up the next morning and sees that my mom is gone, she escaped, he escaped with me. Anyway, I wanted to introduce you to the man who has given me a lot of father trauma wounds that have impacted me in the past, how I have felt with my confidence. Physically, mostly, because mental, we will come to that, but physically, because my dad didn't love me, so I must be ugly and I must be broken and I must be what do they call it? Discarded goods, broken goods. So my dad did a brilliant job at making me feel that I am damaged goods. That's it, right? Damaged goods. So there you go, guys. This is the first time, I think, in 10 years of my whole entire content I've done that I have actually introduced my father on a live class. And he was very handsome. I actually see a very handsome man, and he was very extraordinary. There were very good things about him. He fought the war. When my mom and my family went through the war in 1975 in Angola, he built a bunker for them. He was actually extraordinary. He's a diamond dealer, fun fact, but I've never seen any diamonds, nor the money. Where's those diamonds? If you ever wonder why I don't like diamonds, this is why. He's a diamond dealer. He will not die. He's gone through everything you could possibly imagine, but this man will not die. And so, yes. All right, moving on. So now I want to introduce you to who I have become next to this Alex. I think about 20 years ago, look at this version of this. Yes, that's me. I know it doesn't look like me, but it's me. Super short hair, white. This is a Alex that one day realized she was in her recurring patterns of her father. And she started to do self-therapy. In my brain, I always like to know how to fix things. My mom says, and I do remember that when I was little, I would be obsessed about reading manual instructions of things. I have always wanted to know how to do things. So when and this was about 20 plus years ago, we didn't have Instagram. There wasn't all these amazing, therapy that we have today, but I realized that I was on a recurring pattern. So if you guys start to notice that you are in recurring patterns, that's the biggest red flag, flashlight for you to know something is up that I need to break. And so this version of Alex here that you see starts doing therapy, starts doing the inside job, as I sometimes like to call it, started to heal. Self-therapy works for me. For some people, it doesn't. So you got to figure out what is best for you, if it's sitting in front of someone or it's doing self-therapy. Shout out to Dr. Nicole, Matthew Hussey, my mom. For me, they are my therapists. I want to introduce you to a Alex 2.0. Fuck, she's sexy. I was determined. So when I was in my 30s and I was this fat, I remember looking in the mirror and I said, I'm done. This does not reflect who I am. And I embarked on a fitness journey and I completely changed my body and I became really hot. And I'm not ashamed to say it. We should never be ashamed to say how fucking hot we are. And that picture was my first before and after picture that I had posted on my Instagram. Yeah, I made sure that I was tanned. And that was the first bikini that I bought. That was like those bikinis that you only see hot girls wearing. And I remember feeling so emotional when this bikini arrived. I ended up losing about 10 kilos over about a year. I got myself a personal trainer because, as I keep telling you guys, with everything in life, not just business, don't just hire me for your, if you're going to hire me as your business and marketing consultant, yes, but we need support. So I knew I wasn't going to do it on my own. So I got a personal trainer. I took a nutrition course. I never knew anything about food. I didn't know how to eat. So I completely changed. And I learned how to wake up early. I learned how to go to the gym at 6 and 7 a.m. And I do believe that my fitness journey, the discipline that I learned, because I really didn't have much discipline, I was very Mediterranean, late nights and late eating, true Mediterranean vibes. That fitness journey did teach me about consistency and discipline that today I put into my business and my entrepreneurship. But I remember walking into that gym for the first time and feeling really scared and feeling really ugly. But here we are now, looking hot as shit. I want to introduce you to two of my biggest heroes in my life, my mom and my nana. Whilst my dad did a brilliant job at making me feel so full of pain and trauma, my mom and my grandmother did an amazing job in giving me so much fucking love. These two women till today fill me with so much love. I don't know how they found the good balance of not spoiling me, because I was spoiled with love, but we didn't have much money when I was growing up. So I remember wanting a Game Boy and having to wait, and I didn't even know if I was going to get it. Anyway, those are other stories, which, by the way, actually, wait, I should plug this in, right? If you guys don't know, I wrote a book, and the first chapter of my book is all about bullying, and I do touch a lot on some of these topics. Grab my book. Mom and Nana gave me so much love, and they were the ones that mentally did make me very career driven. So everything on the outside and the trauma wound, those things were things that I really had to work on, because they really affected my confidence. I would walk into this is so true, and maybe it's hard to believe, but I would always walk into a room and I would feel invisible. I would always feel invisible. And for the past maybe 15 years, I walk into a room today and I feel like I can fucking own the room. Change is possible. Change is possible. So what I want to say for the first part of this class is that when you are thinking about getting in front of the camera, we all fucking know what is stopping you, right? Let's just cut the bullshit. Is confidence. And confidence and mindset starts with you. Everything starts with you. All of these stories that I've told you now started with me, starting to realize that it's not going to be the outside world that's going to give me a handout and make me feel good. It has to be me inside figuring it out. I have to start inside figuring out what is stopping me from having blocks, from having fears. So we need to stop looking to the side for the fucking approvals, for the fucking applauses, for the fucking, taps on the back, for that confidence. Confidence and mindset change is an inside job. And you guys need to figure out what those things are, what those areas are, so that you can start doing it. Because what you're doing right now is you are giving strangers so much power. Every fucking time I hear, but what will they say, Alex? What will, what if people have an opinion? Oh, the power you are giving to strangers. Have you really thought about that? You are going to let strangers stop you from building your mini empire, from doing your project. Whatever your ambition is, you're going to let these strangers. And let me already tell you that this game you're trying to win to appeal to everybody, it's a losing game. You are never going to appeal to everybody, because there'll always be one day, one moment of one thing you say or do or a post that might rub people the wrong way, because that's life. So don't try to win the game of I need to appeal to everybody. I need to have an image that, really kind of matches what, everybody's going to want. That's fucked up. That's broken and that's unsustainable. You gotta be you. You, who you are, is your biggest superpower. Your biggest strategy is being you and owning who you are. If you are weird, if you're quirky, if you're shy, if you have pink hair, if you have blue hair, I don't give a fuck. But that's what's going to make you unique. That's what's going to make you take up space. Don't you want to fucking take up space? You do. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here in this class, right? How to take up space? To not be like everybody else. So all these things in your head, before you post that video, before you are posting that video, and when you, or even when you're making that video, what will they say? Do I look perfect? Is this all right? Am I saying too much? Who here is guilty of thinking at least one of these things? Tell me. I want to hear from you in the comments. What is the one thing that what's that voice? Give me one voice. What is this one voice that we're going to have to fucking kill by the end of this class? Looking at your comments, waiting for your comments. Tell me something. There has to be a voice. I'm sure some of you will hear a voice. What is it? Because the truth is, whilst I'm going to keep on going, inclusion, yes and no, I am biggest self-critic ever. No need for others. And what is it that you are thinking, Corey? What is one of the voices that you hear? I would love to know if you want to share. The truth is that no one really cares that deeply about your content. I hope this really helps you guys. All of this drama you're making in your head, it's only you that feels that. Only you are giving this dimension, nobody else. Let me give you some flash news. People are busy. People got shit to do. People have kids to raise. People have business to run, groceries to buy, parties to go to, shopping to do, cleaning to do, fucking relationships to have, sex to have, hooking up. People are fucking busy. You really think people are sitting there and that your content really has that deep of an impact in their lives? No. No, they move on. They move on really fast. And if it did have a deep impact, it will most likely be for the positive, that they are sharing it with their friends, that they are talking about it, that they're consuming it again, that they're talking to a bestie about it and then sending the link. Don't you want to get to that? Because you never know who you might be impacting with one little piece of content. And that's the magic. If you deeply care to create an impact in this world with whatever the fuck you do, either it's art, either it's coaching, either it's whatever it is you're selling. If you want to make an impact in this world, your duty is to show up, and believe that by doing good will have a ripple effect and it's going to reach someone, even if it's one person. You've done your job. You've posted it. You've put it out. Oh, comments are coming in. Charlotte, I love everything you just said, and I strongly believe that no one has the right to judge me, so I do not give them that right. And you know what? They will judge you, but what you said at the end, that's the key, that you don't give them that right in your head. Let them judge you, because people will always judge, but inside your head, you are not giving them that space, and that's amazing. Corey, I am afraid I'm going to become president one day and then somebody will find video where I didn't sound like a PR representative. Okay. I don't know if you are going to, I think if you wanted to be president, your career trajectory would be very different right now. So I think we got to be more focused and grounded there. We really need to change the voices inside our head. I am confident in what I am saying. I look shit hot. I look good. I really, really want you to look at yourself and be like, Yeah, damn, I look good. And to not feel ashamed for it. That's not ego. That's having that magnetic self confidence that you know you look good. These voices need to be in your head. I don't give a shit about what they'll say because they are always going to say something. They are always going to talk. Let them talk. I'll tell you something that my mom would always say to me when I would come home and I would be really upset that the kids were talking behind my back. And then I even remember at work, and my mom would always, my mom, she's so savage, but back then she was like fucking savage because she would look at me and she was like, girl, she would be like, daughter, it is really fucking good they're talking about you. Because imagine you were a nobody that nobody gets talked about. And she would just always say that. And I'd be like, yeah, imagine like nobody's talking about you. That means you don't exist. At least they're talking about me. That's fucking equity. Either they're talking good or either they're talking bad. That's still brand equity. That is still equity attributed to you, which is where that statement goes. There's no such thing as always as bad press because they're still fucking talking about you. They are hating on you, but they're watching your fucking video. They're hating on you, but they're leaving a comment. They're hating on you and they're sharing that piece of content to their friends to talk shit about you. They're still fucking giving you equity. So even when they're talking shit about you, that's equity. Wow, what boring ass lives do they have? That you are the reason that they are talking. I freaking love it. I'm like, yeah, okay, great. I'm so happy you're talking about me. Your life must be so boring that you don't have other important things to talk about. Cool. Equity for me. Think about it this way, right? So you have to do the inner work. You have to figure out what is it that you got to work on. What is blocking you? What are your patterns? Because you have the power to change. We all have the power to change if we break the patterns and if we sit the fuck down and do the work. Therapy, healing, self-therapy. I read, oh my God, look at the coincidence, actually. I promise I didn't plan this. So this is my Bible of my self-therapy. I rave about Dr. Nicole a lot. How to Do the Work by Dr. Nicole. This is my Bible. If I show you, it's going to be full of, wow. Oh, well, look at this page. Wow, look at this page. Trauma bonds are the results of relationship dynamics that are rooted in stories about self created in childhood and manifested in our adult relationships. Look, shame, addiction, and trauma bond. Wow. This is my Bible. Get yourself your Bible so that you can do the inner work, because I can't do that for you. That's why the start had to start this way. Right? You're going to have to do this work. Okay. So now that we've gone through part 1, are we ready for part 2? That was intense. We went a little deep there, huh? Did you guys enjoy that? Hope you did. Okay. So your camera rebel little secret. Hold on. Let me put this book here. So there we go. I'm a little bit higher up. Okay. So your camera rebel little secret. What is that? What is Alex on about? Okay. This is something that I want you to keep in mind for during the rest of the class and for the end of the class. Okay. So as I am going to, okay, hold on. My battery is just dying, but that's okay. Got all my plugs here. This is something that I want you to start thinking about throughout the class today. What is one thing that is going to make you feel shit hot when you are in camera? What is it? What is that one thing? And maybe some of you already have the answer, or you are now going to have to really think about this. Think about it. And as we go throughout the class, I really want you to think about it. There will always be something that is going to make you feel really hot. And for example, one thing for me that I don't like, that doesn't make me feel very good, and it's happening right now actually, is that my nails don't have nail polish. I fucking hate it. I'm still showing up here at probably 99.9 of full confidence, but this fucking drives me crazy and it's not good. I will tell you one thing that really gives me a lot of confidence. My hair. My hair gives me so much confidence, right? And so I actually wanted to start the class without my hair because I wanted to show you. So my hair for me is my biggest thing, my mermaid hair. You know, when I have it on, I just really feel like I'm a mermaid and I love it. And when I'm on camera, when I go to events, when I have to talk at panels, my mermaid hair is everything for me. Let me see if I can do this together with you guys. Isn't it fun? We can do this together. Okay, wait. I'm going to figure this out, guys. Hold on. I'm going to do it quickly. I didn't know we were going to be so interrupted by like the puppies. But here we go. Starting to look pretty normal. Here we go. Starting to look good, right? My hair. Wow. But with extensions and without extensions, right? So I can have extensions on and my extensions will give me that extra. They just give me that extra oomph. They really make me feel like I'm a fucking walking mermaid. But even without the extensions, right? My hair is my thing. My hair is my secret weapon. And I want you guys, and I also didn't have any lipstick on. So I'm going to put a little bit of a lip gloss on. And now I feel good. So I want you guys to find out. Here we go. This is nice. I want you guys to find out what are your little secret weapons so that when you guys are on camera, my confidence level from just 30 seconds ago has just gone up like this much. And these things really fucking matter. They really matter. As confident as I am, I can fucking vlog looking like shit, and that's great. But if you can elevate your confidence, so I want you to start thinking about what is going to be your camera little secret. I want you to find yours. We're going to go into my favorite, which is camera secret weapons. Oh, am I going to give you some secrets? Okay. And it's very much exactly what we just talked about. Clothes and accessories. Styling isn't vanity. What I've just done right now, this isn't vanity. This is magnetic. It's like magnetic energy. It's what's going to make you feel better. It's what's going to make you feel like, fuck yeah. It's choosing individuality. It's choosing on how you want to show up, how you feel it's you. It's you choosing styling, what colors, what makeup, what clothes, all of these things that we're going to think about. It's not vanity, but it's choosing, I want my brands to have individuality. So we need to think about when we are on camera, when we're about to go on camera, we want to think about what clothes are we wearing, what colors, what kind of styling, what kind of accessories, what backgrounds, what aesthetic. Because all of these things, this is not vanity. It shifts the energy. It really makes you become more magnetic on camera. And if you follow me for a while, you know that I hate perfection. This is nothing about perfection. This is about the things that I want you to think about when you are on camera. I want you to become more mindful about the clothes, for example, about the color that you might always want to choose. If you notice, I'm always in my color palette. Could be different shades of teal, but it's pretty much around teal. And then we've got some yellow in there because I love yellow. We've got some pinks in there, depending if I'm in the spanky mood. Because I'm actually not so much of a fan of pink. Fun fact. I want you to really think about these things when you are in front of the camera. Don't neglect having some moments to think, oh, wait, what am I wearing? Do I want to wear something that represents more my brand? Is there some styling that I want to have? Do I want to wear these earrings and that you become known for always having these awesome earrings? This is my favorite thing, okay? when you are on camera, give people more to look at and listen to than just your words. You're a show. You're a fucking amazing show. So when you're talking on camera and people are listening, give them something more. It's the hair? Maybe. Would it be the clothes? Maybe. Is it the environment? Maybe. You're a show. And if you think of yourself like a show, I always say this, think of yourself like a Netflix show. When you are watching a TV series that you like or a movie that you like, if you noticed, you're not just looking at the actors talking and their words, you're looking at everything around them. It's the same fucking thing when you're on camera. So let's start thinking about this. If I was I'm back, right? I was muted. I think I was muted. Look at the difference of just turning off the light. Look what it's done. Just the turning off the light. Boom, we're back. So I want you to think, can you guys hear me now, right? Yay. Yeah, I was going to move. And go to a different place so you guys could just see how different if I was to move from my kitchen and if I was to move from here to a more kind of like boring place. But I also want to be mindful of your time. And we have an ETA by 10:30 to finish class. So, but did you see how different that was just when I turned off the light, how it just became so dark and dull and it lost some sort of the magnetism and the brightness, right? So it's very important. All these things can make a huge difference. Now, I want you to create what I call a consistent visual or verbal cue for your videos. What is that? What is this one thing that's always going to be consistent in your videos? Are you always going to wear a certain shade of lipstick? Are you always going to have a certain accessory? Is it an earring that you're always going to wear? Is it something in your lapel that you are always going to have? Is it a collar that you are always going to wear? Is it your glasses? What is, is it something verbal? For example, I love this journalist, Ashley Banfield. I don't know if anyone is familiar. And she has this podcast on true crime because I am obsessed with true crime. I'm so obsessed with true crime. Anyway, I could do a whole podcast just talking about true crime. And I love her, Ashley Banfield. She's like so amazing. And at the end of her podcast, and the name of her podcast is Drop Dead Serious. And at the end, okay, let me see if I can get her line right. At the end of every podcast, and she talks about all these true crimes that are happening in the US, she says, and remember, the truth. Oh, okay, this is her line. She says, and remember, the truth is not just serious, it's drop dead serious. She does it so much, I'm here talking about it. It's so fucking good. So, a consistent visual cue is something that visually or verbally you are always going to have on your videos. And this is amazing because you will get remembered a lot by that. I think we all know what it is, mine in my case, and that's the color teal, right? So I want you to have that. And maybe it is something that you say at the start of every video or at the end of every video, or it is something visual. Clothes, accessories, your backdrop. I mean, the options are freaking endless. I love this one, right? Okay. Now I want to talk about styles of filming. And I want to make sure that this does not get confused with styles of content. Woohoo! And I have plenty of classes on content, and we do have a new class on content on this new series, and that's going to be why
the heck are content pillars dead? And in that class, I will do an overview again. So styles of filming is different from styles, a little bit different from styles of content. So not styles of content would be, we have edutainment, entertainment, informative, educational, right? So this is a little bit different because today's class is all about being in front of camera. So what are the styles of being in front of camera that we have that I want you to play with? Vlogging. Actually, I just forgot. Oh, look at me, I got two phones. My old iPhone, and I had to buy an Android phone for my secret project. So vlogging is your front facing camera. You are gonna hold the phone and you're gonna vlog in front. This can be one of the most sort of kind of daunting types of filming, because if you are already shy and you are already struggling, this type of vlogging definitely can feel very intimidating, because it really looks like your camera is like right in front of your face and you're like, no, this feels scary. So it might not be the best one for you to start with. And over the years, and even now, I've got clients that I work with now, and my work with them is all about getting them on camera and getting them to make content. You know, this can be daunting. It's so in your face. But this is one type of filming. It's very personal, it's very cool, because you'd have full control. Either you are holding the phone, or either like the picture here, either you have a tripod. There's all sorts of tripods you can get. So, but that's the classic vlogging. So this could be a little daunting for some of you, because it feels like it's right there. And you are like, who am I talking to? But let's keep going. Then we've got vlogging with hands-free. Now this can start to be a little bit more easy, right? You've got your phone on a tripod, or you've got your phone somewhere and your hands are free, like me now. And that's great, because it can give you more movement. It definitely has more distance between you and the camera, so you don't feel like the camera is like in your face, right? But what I love about the first option is that it creates a really awesome proximity with you and the camera. If you watch my videos, like, I have noticed something about my vlogging. Like, I am always way too close. Even now when I'm like doing these live classes, I have now really mindfulness, like pulled myself back, because I'm always so like in front of the camera. And I think I do that with people too. I'm just like in your space, because I'm just like, I'm such a physical touch person. Like, I want to touch you. So hands-free can be an amazing option to soften your way. And also it's going to give you freedom if you're like me and you're super expressive, or maybe you are talking about products and, oh my God, how terrible does that look? My brush, let's pick something else, my nice gloss. You know, if you're talking about products, or like me, I was holding amazing yummy puppies, you know, hands-free is amazing. If you're dancing, if you're entertaining, if you're showing products, if you're talking about products, hands-free is a great one to ease yourself in. Okay. Oh, my mom is here. Yay. Okay, another type of content is documenting. And what I was struggling with at the start of the class was because I had videos for you. So I'm going to see if I can show you this video for reference, because that will just be very cool. So give me 1 second to see if I can just play this video. All right, let me see if I can change my windows. Hold on, just give me a second. Okay, yes, I think you guys are going to see, I think you guys are seeing this, right? So here is a clip that we see Gary talking to a girl. You guys can see it, right? And this documenting is when the camera you are going to put your camera somewhere and it's going to document what you are doing. And if there's someone who is the king of documenting, is Gary. He really was the one that kind of made it so popular like it is. So this is a great example of a docu snippet where he's not talking to the camera, he's being filmed by his videographer. Let me just, you guys cannot see it? Oh, no? Oh, I was such an idiot. I didn't put it on stage. Okay, wait. Can you see it now? Now you can see it. I think now you can see it. Okay, wait, I'm going to press play. Can you see it now? You should, yeah, you now see it. Okay, yeah. So see that clip? We see Gary talking to a girl. That's what I was wanting to show you. So the opportunity here for you guys, this is a great style of filming content. Let me see if I can make this better for us. Ooh, okay, no. Sorry. Okay, it's gonna have to be like this for the videos, but you guys can see it, right? Not very big, but documenting is an amazing style of filming because you can forget that the content, that the camera is there. So for a lot of people that have the camera in your face situation fear, documenting is amazing. And I want to urge you guys to start getting into the habit of putting your camera in places so that you are documenting it. And you can do this across so many different styles. You can document getting ready. You can document making maybe a dish. You can document yourself working. You can document behind the scenes of making your podcast. You can document you doing your art. Documenting is an amazing camera technique because you are not looking at the camera. The camera is filming you. So documenting is one of my favorite types of content to give to people when they definitely want to ease themselves into the world of making content on camera. Cool. Okay, so you can see it. Okay, I'm going to move to the next one because I think the next one, no, okay, the next one is not a video. Let me go to the video ones. All right. The next type of content is skits. So I'm going to show you an example of a skit.
I know what to do. I just can't do it. I have no energy to start anything. Right. And then you tell yourself you'll start soon and you don't. Exactly. I just scroll on my phone or I get lost in my own thoughts. And then you shame yourself because at the end of the day, nothing really got done. I think I'm depressed or maybe I'm just lazy. Then you pick up your phone and the world is getting more and more scary. But no one admits they're scared, so they're just angry. So people are always getting meaner and meaner, and you feel more and more hopeless. You're in functional freeze. You can get through life, but you feel like you're not really living. You can go through the motions, but you don't feel much. You can't even focus on conversations because all of your energy is just focused on survival. Exactly. Even taking a shower or brushing my teeth feels like such a chore. I have to force myself to do it. I don't know what's wrong with me. Nothing at all is wrong with you. Your nervous system doesn't lie, and it's telling you that it's reached a breaking point. You were never meant to exist in a world full of crisis after crisis, in a job that doesn't appreciate you, struggling to make ends meet. Going into freeze shows you that your nervous system is actually healthy and is trying to protect you. It doesn't mean you're lazy. It means your body can't adjust to a dysfunctional environment, and it wasn't meant to.
Wow, how cool is that? So by the way, that is Dr. Nicole that I was talking about and that I showed you the video. That is an amazing example of a skit, right? We saw her playing the psychologist role, and then we see the patient role. So skits is a really awesome way of creating video content that can really, skits are really amazing because it really shows the scenario in its truest form. So people really can see themselves. They can look at this skit scenario, and if this was relatable to you, and it might be and it might not be, but skits can be really cool. And Charlotte, are you still here? I don't know if Charlotte is still here. Charlotte does life skills for kids. Charlotte, this could be such an amazing content for you because you do life skills for kids. and you could really play the role of maybe the kid and some of the questions they might be asking you, and then you play, the role of the teacher, or the role that you have. So skits it could be so amazing for you, Charlotte. So skits is very powerful, but also they have been very, very popular across the internet. I have been following Dr. Nicole for years now. And when she introduced skits, which was maybe about 2-3 years ago, her content became a game changer. I mean, it already was. She was really the first psychologist to make therapy accessible for all of us in a way that we could understand. So skits, super freaking cool. It's going to maybe require some acting technique, but maybe you have that. Maybe you have that talent, right? And by the way, skits doesn't have to be just you. By the way, Charlotte, you might have kids that want to do this with you. Do it. So it doesn't have to be you playing both roles. You could definitely, there's actually other skits in Dr. Nicole's pages where she has a girl with her and they are doing this skit, right? So it doesn't have to be you playing both roles. You could have other people doing it. Okay, this is also a very popular type of filming, and it's reaction videos. If you don't follow Shabazz, I think I'm saying his name right. If you don't follow Shabazz on Instagram, you are missing out on being very entertained. He really, took on with his reaction video. So let's show you an example here of a reaction video.
On today's episode of What Are You Wearing? BAFTAs edition. Yes, it's that time again where I use my fashion qualification to judge a bunch of rich people. If you wonder what my qualifications are, I have eyes in it. Before you get your hopes up, it's the BAFTAs. The outfits are never exciting. First we got Emma Stone in, it's just a black dress, in it. I feel like I should do a standing ovation or applaud. It's giving theatre curtains, in it. Your dress is falling off, love. I like Timothy, but he does look like a lesbian, doesn't he?
Okay,
like a brunette Ellen.
Stop, because it goes on long, but you guys get the gist of it. He's so funny. So reaction videos can be across anything, right? In this case, he's doing it in this category, in this niche, because that's his thing. But you can do reaction videos to anything that makes sense to your brand. So I want you to think about what's going to make sense for your brand. And reaction videos are so popular. We've got that with gaming. We're like, there's people watching people playing games. That's like how crazy reaction videos have taken off, right? So reaction videos are really, they can be really, really fun to do. Okay, let me see if I have any other videos. Aha, I do. So, do I? Yes, I do. So the next type of styles of filming will be what we're doing right now, live. And throughout the years of 10 years of HOS, boy, have I done so many live classes. Here's a little snapshot that I had to pick out from my camera roll. There's so much power in live content. My brand really took off. House of Social really took off because of my live classes during COVID. A lot of these snapshots that you're seeing here, my God, my face looks so snatched there. I was younger. I did a lot of live classes. Look at that. That was my Zoom when we would be on Zoom. And during COVID, I was doing live classes almost every night, and it really took off I really took off. That's when my brand really exploded. So live classes, doing live content is extremely powerful. Can be live classes, can be tutorials, can be doing community check-ins. I don't know if Manahil is here, but Manahil just did a community check-in before my live today. Also, you might have heard me talk so much about live social shopping. We are now in the era of live shopping. If you don't know anything about live shopping, I've got a masterclass on it. Watch it. Selling live, the modern QVC. China has been doing it for years. Finally, the Western world has catch up, but we were already doing it with QVC. So doing live content is an amazing way to get very close to your people. And that's the one type of content that I hear people get the most scared about. Because what do they say? What if nobody shows up to my live? And then I always say, well, then nobody will ever know you were live. So what are you freaking about? What are you freaking out about? You thought about this? Like, you're going to be the only one that knows that nobody showed up, right? Like, so why is that the problem? There will be a lot of people that are going to appreciate you showing up live. People are going to really appreciate that. So showing up live authentically with good intent, a lot of people are just going to love you for that. Okay. And I know that doing live content is probably the one at the top of the list that most people are, they tend to be a little bit more, they have fear of. And I just don't get it. Like, why? It's definitely one of the most challenging, because to get people to come to lives is hard because people are busy. But if one or two or three people show up, that's any person that shows up is going to be amazing, because you're going to do your job and you're going to deliver what you need to deliver, and you're going to practice and practice and practice. In all my years of doing live, every time I do a live, I always take notes what I can do better for the next one. Okay, so live content is an amazing type of content for you to consider. Another one is opinion with the green screen. So using the green screen has become very popular, and it's perfect because you can share your opinion. Here is an example of one of my most recent ones. Or maybe not, because this is a screenshot. So, let me see how I know how I can show you guys this. Hold on, just give me guys a second. I'm going to remove this guy from here, and I'm just going to move over to my Instagram. Hold on, just give me 1 second. How do I do this? Okay. So I don't know how to do this now. Hold on. I like blocked now. Oh, here we go. Share screen. Okay. I'm back. I felt very lost there for a second. Okay. But wait, add to stage. No. Okay, this is hard. I feel like I'm a DJ. Okay, let me see if I can find. Oh, here we go. Okay. So can you guys see it? Let me see. Can you see it? Yes, you can see it, right? So in this video, there's a green screen behind me. So when you use the green screen, you can put anything behind you. You can put an image or you can put a video. And what you are essentially doing is you are giving an opinion. These have become very, very popular green screen videos. In this example here, I know there's no audio. You can see it on my Instagram. I am talking about the latest docuseries on the America's Next Top Model show. So this is a great example of an opinion piece using the green screen. Let me now go back to my slides. Guys, I have so many buttons that I feel like I'm a DJ when I'm doing this. Okay. All right, just bear with me. So that I can take us to exactly where we were. Here we go, styles of filming. Vlogging, front-facing camera. Could be a little bit daunting to start with. So I'm gonna now talk to you about this style of filming is conversational. And my biggest trick that I have with my clients is when they tell me that they are so scared of cameras. So if vlogging like this or vlogging hands-free really gives you, it really is a bit too much for you to start with. Or I had a client a few years ago, and I spent 1 year with this client working on her to have more confidence in front of the camera. After we went past that, I started working with her on her making videos in front of the camera. And after about 3 to 4 months of doing that work with her, she just never felt natural doing it. And I said to her, you know what? You are a great conversationalist. And she was like, what? You are so great when you're having conversations with people. So a lot of you might be so good when you are interacting with people, when you're having conversations. And I want you to pay attention to that, because if you're that, then that's when you need to go and make conversational type of content, which the most popular format is podcasting, right? So having podcasts where you are talking to people is amazing. Why? Because you forget about the camera. You are no longer thinking about that camera. You are so connected with that person. And now you are in your best light because you're talking, you're having those conversations, and you just have totally forgotten that the cameras are there. And a lot of you just really come to life when you are having those conversations. Isn't that Fari? Is Fari here still? Fari is a great conversationalist, right? So you really see, if you watch her podcasts and her videos, you can really see her come to life. So I really love to recommend conversational podcast type of content. You can do chats, you can do interviews, you can make it casual. There's so many types of podcasts now. Have you seen people doing podcasts in their beds, under like a tent, on the sofas, on the floor, in the cars? Doesn't matter where. In fact, that's the most fun, okay? So as long as we are getting you filmed and you are interacting with people, it doesn't have to be the classic, I'm so bored of the same classic style where it's the same studios in Dubai and everybody looks the same. By the way, I want to plug here my podcast episode. So you can watch it later. This is a clip from my podcast episode. I really love filming my podcast in my room because clearly it's so my vibe. So watch it. The topic is how to keep your brand safe and the trademark nightmare that I had to go through that I hope none of you ever have to go through. So if you want to learn about trademarking, how to trademark your brand, what is that? How does it even work? And if you also want to hear about my story on how a guy in Nevada tried to come after me, watch it. It's on my YouTube. So if you are a person who loves to have conversations and you find yourself seeing that, this is an amazing content format for you. Just want to make sure I'm not missing any. All right, prompt styles. Can anybody guess what that is? Prompt styles, that's actually something I'm about to do. I'm going to do the prep session tomorrow with my client, and then hopefully we're going to go film still this week. We don't know. Everything is up in the air, right, with what's happening. But this is actually something that I'm going to do for my client. What is a prompt style type of content? That is when you are very good at talking to the camera when you are being given prompts or questions. So I'll give my client as the perfect example. Tomorrow, I'm going to spend 2 hours with my client and we're going to strategically create questions for me to ask her that bring to life the marketing and brand and business objectives that we want her content to have. So we are going to think about what are really cool prompts in forms of questions that I can go to the studio and ask her. So she is going to be prompt with that so that she can then turn on her amazingness reply. And then you will be clipping those clips of you doing the replies. You don't even want to have the person there that asks you the questions. I would urge you to just really clip the parts that you are doing the answers. I know there's like this trend of people that they are being filmed from the side and it's like they are talking to somebody else. But remember that eye contact creates connection. So when you are filming from the profile and you are supposed to be talking to someone because you want to create that podcast style, may not really work well. I mean, try it, but it looks a bit strange, especially when we don't see who you're talking to. And that's what has been making some of these videos a bit weird because we're like, well, they are just talking on profile to that side. We never see who they're talking to. So there's probably even nobody there. And they're not even looking at the camera and making eye contact. Eye contact when you are front facing filming is so important. Eyes. So prompt questions, and then you are clipping the answers is an amazing filming style that could work for many of you. My client completely blocks if she's to film and vlog by herself. She really needs to be prompt. So you could be arriving at this conclusion too, right? So far, what has been your favorite filming style that you think, damn, I really want to try that? Okay, I went through all of them. So we've got opinion-based, very freaking popular, using green screens. Use the green screen on Instagram, which I hate. I love the green screen on TikTok, by the way. It's so good. And it automatically gives you a filter, so you look so pretty and nice. We've got live content, which is what we're doing right here, right now. Reaction content, skits content, prompt style, conversational. Conversational is probably the easiest one. So for all of you scary cats out there and you want to start with this one, okay? Actually documenting is pretty up there with the easy one because you're not even looking at the freaking camera. You just get it. There's so much content you can make by putting the camera somewhere. Just think about all the things you do and you're like, oh my God, I could document that. And then you're going to overlay it with VO. You're going to overlay it with text and copy. I've got a lot of examples on my Instagram. So just head to my Instagram, you'll find them. And the classic vlogging straight to the camera, making eye contact. What is the one you want to try? Write for me in the chats. There's 10 of you here, which is amazing. Oh, I'm almost running out of time, but we're almost there, guys. Stick with me. Don't abandon me. I have abandonment trauma issues, as I've clearly told you at the beginning of the class. Charlotte, skits and conversational is something I want to explore more of. Yes, please. Can we see some skits with you and the kids, Charlotte? I think that would be really cute. Are you using a particular app for green screen filming? I use TikTok. I just really love the green screen on TikTok, but I believe CapCut has green screen. Instagram also has green screen. On TikTok, you can upload videos and also image on your green screen, and you can remove sound and have sound. The Instagram green screen is a whole lot more limited, so I hardly ever use that one. So I always just head over to TikTok and just use TikTok for the green screen. Although, by the way, if you're not following me on TikTok, can I ask you to go follow me on TikTok? I post content every day on my TikTok, also on my YouTube shorts. Okay, let's move to the last part of the class. I want you to experiment so that you can unlock what is going to be some of the best content filming formats for you. So experiment, and have fun. Now, my favorite section of today's class, actually, hot camera tips to set you on fire. I had to pay an homage to Marilyn Monroe because I grew up idolizing Marilyn. And they really did say it was like she was making love to the camera. So I wanted to pay an homage to my idol. I grew up loving her, watched all her movies. I wanted to be her. I wanted to look like her. Maybe I can be the teal version. So what are some of the hot camera tips that I want to give you to set you guys on fire? Let's go. This is going to be a fire up round because this is the last round of today's class. So stick with me, refill your cups, get your snacks. Let's freaking go. Teleprompter. You might be watching some videos of people and you are like, oh my God, how do they remember everything? How do they sound so good? Well, hello, rebels. They got a teleprompter. And I even took a screenshot for you here so that you guys could see. You could see. You could put a teleprompter with your copy. You can even set the speed that you want your teleprompter to go. Oh my God, yes. You can use CapCut, or there's like a ton of other apps. I don't know what the other apps are, but I'm sure there's a ton of others. But if you're using CapCut, which really CapCut is one of the best apps, you should have CapCut and InShot. but CapCut has the teleprompter option. So if you've always been freaking out trying to remember your script, going over your script so that you don't forget the things, what are you doing? You're like stuck in that Jurassic Park place that I keep talking about sometimes. You got to come back to 2027, yeah, and use a teleprompter. You're going to sound so fucking confident because now you're reading everything from the teleprompter. You copy paste your text, you set your speed, and then you just got to make sure that you add emotion. Who here has never thought about this and you're like, wow, I'm going to be trying a teleprompter tomorrow. Who in this house is like, whoa, breakthrough. Charlotte, yes. I don't know if this yes is for the teleprompter. Can I get some yeses on the teleprompter? I told a client about using teleprompter last year, and she literally messaged me saying, Alex, you have changed my life by giving me this tip. And I was like, it's the little things sometimes. It's the little things. Hatim, yes. Okay, I've got 2 rebels on the teleprompter yeses. Nobody else. There's 9 of you here. Did the rest of you all already use teleprompters? Are you not even paying attention to class? Okay. Next. Light, camera, action. Guys, I want you to fall in love with natural light. I want you to become obsessed about that sunlight. Oh my God. Natural sunlight in your face is your best freaking makeup. Light. Just get obsessed with natural light. Where in your house do you have the best natural light? Find out. You always want to be vlogging and filming where you have natural light, either when you are inside or when you are outside. If you hang out with me or if you are ever with me when I suddenly want to make content, boom, that's always my first thing. If you watch me on Instagram, I'm always by my disco ball. Where is she? There she is. But now she has no light because it's dark, right? But in the mornings, I love to do my videos where the sunlight hits the disco ball and it hits my face and I'm just like, yes! So I want you to start becoming really mindful about natural sunlight, and I want you to put your beautiful, pretty, amazing faces with the light. Because when the light hits our faces, we just glow. Oh my God, we just elevate. Artificial light. Oh my gosh, artificial light, because like me right now, it is it is not 9 p.m. It is now 10:38. I am already 8 minutes late, but bear with me, we're almost there. Artificial light, because you might be filming like me at night. So ring a light, and I got one right behind me, right in front of me. Get yourself a ring of light. One of my favorite ones as well is this little guy. I love him. He's actually broken. I'm so sad he broke. So I don't know if this is going to work. Yes. You clip. Oh, it's actually clip him. This is my travel buddy. He travels with me. This is so good. Look at that. This is why. See, I'm like putting it close to my face. I have proximity obsessions. This is amazing. This guy is amazing, and I do have the link. I prepared the links today. Okay, can we appreciate that? If you guys want the link, I will plug the link here. This guy is amazing. It's so strong. It's got different light settings. You clip it on your phone, but you can also clip it on your laptops, on the top of your laptop. So if I wanted to, let's see. Hold on, guys. I'm going to clip it on top. Wait, I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to clip it on top of the laptop, and we're going to see how much more extra light it's actually going to maybe give us. Oh, no, it's not clipping because it broke. I'm so sad it broke. It broke here. This guy is amazing. And I got it from, but we have a photographer here. Michael, you probably are even a much more expert. See, I keep things very low key. I'm actually not that fancy. So, but these are some of the musts. You want to think about probably definitely having a ring. You probably want to have a buddy like this one. And then you might want to think about having a softbox. So I do have a softbox in my lounge because my lounge is really big. So when I'm doing lives from my lounge, why wasn't I doing my lives from my teal kitchen before? See, sometimes things take time. Sometimes things take time. That's why you got to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it so you keep unlocking more things. But you might want to buy a soft box. And none of these things are that expensive. Soft boxes, you don't have to buy some of those very expensive ones. This was super like affordable. When you asked what makes you feel hot, my answer was natural light. Really? Yes, for natural light sisters. What is a golden reflector? Please tell us. Explain to us in the comments. We would love to learn. I had to carry a prompter for the TV host while working as a MUA. Do you guys want the Google link for this little guy? I think I have it. Wait. Let me put it here if you guys want it. Let me know if the links are going through on the chats. I just sent it. So light, artificial light, you might have to invest at least one of these things, because if you end up vlogging or filming at night, you don't want to have... What's happening? Why did I disappear? Okay, I'm back. That was weird. Okay, sound, right? So I am using, so this Rode Pod mic was probably my best investment that I ever made. The reason I love the Rode Pod mic is because it's USB. So I don't have to use those sound mixers. So look, it's C, what you call C? It's that C cable. So you can plug this microphone on your iPhone. It's so freaking cool. So if you are doing, if this works for you, sometimes you'll see videos of me. I actually just did a video yesterday on what small businesses or brands, what type of content they should be making. And I was using my pod mic and I was plugging it into my phone. So I love the Rode Pod mic. You can get it in white and black. I painted mine. But the best thing is it's so easy because you use the C cable, which means you can put it on your MacBook like I am now. You can put it into your phone and you don't have to get those sound mixers that I think is just like too intense. I like to keep things really simple, easy, fast for me. Hollyland is definitely a super popular clip-on, and mine broke very sadly, so I don't have it. I definitely need to invest on a new one, but you for sure might want to consider having one that you can clip on. And Hollyland is probably one of the most popular out there, and the price is super affordable, but sound is very important. You are hearing me now on my pod mic, but I'm gonna remove my pod mic and let me know if you can tell the difference. Can you tell the difference of the sound? I'm literally talking the same, but I don't have the microphone. Can you tell the difference? Are you guys there? DG is good also. Omar, you're here? I didn't know, Omar, you're here. Can you see the difference on the sound or no? Talk to me. Yeah, could you tell the difference? I hope so. No difference? Really? No, oh my God, that's strange. Let me check my mic settings. No, I am definitely connected. Oh my God, actually. Oh my God, I was not, wait, was it when, wait, I think it was when I disconnected it. What an idiot. No, I think I am. I don't know, guys. Maybe I've done something with my settings. I don't know. Edit mic settings. I have turned it off. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I feel like this live class is very eventful tonight. Could I be using the wrong cable? No, this is the right cable. Something is definitely not working. But then again, yeah, my little green light is not on. I don't know. Okay, we'll just pretend. I'm going to continue pretending. The show must go on. I don't know. Edit mic settings. Yeah, I don't know. Oh well, that was really good that we spot. Omar said it to me, I'll fix it. No, Omar, can you come and fix it? That is so weird. It was working yesterday. Maybe it's the cable. Oh, fuck knows. Let's go on with our class because that is the most important thing, and I'll just keep pretending I'm talking to the mic. Maybe it wasn't on the whole time. Yeah, no, but I did test it before coming in. But my coming in was a little bit glitchy, so who knows? We keep moving on. Yes, the other end is on the laptop. We keep going. I love these things. What an eventful class, huh? Puppies and technical malfunctions and explosions just before getting on the live. I mean, it doesn't even cannot get more dramatic than this. Okay, my next thing is hot spots in your house. This is one of my favorite tricks. I want you to find what are the best hot spots in your house for you to film. Because once you know your hot spots in your house, you're going to feel more confident. You're just going to go to them right away. You're not going to have to waste time trying to find, where am I going to film now? Oh, shall I film there? Shall I film here? Shall I sit here? Shall I sit there? You're not going to be all scattery, right? You're going to be like, damn, I'm going to go to that corner. Oh, I'm going to go to that badass window, So I want you to go and pick what I call your hot spots for filming. You should be looking for natural light spots. Where is the light coming in your house? Those need to become hot spots. If you got to move things around, you might have to move things around or whatever you got to do. But where does the natural light come in? Those will be hot spots for you. Think about good aesthetic backdrops. Kind of like my kitchen. How cute is that? But if I move to this side, it's not very exciting because it's a sink. So think about aesthetics. Think about backdrops. Think about where in your house do you have places that your background, the aesthetic, textures, colors. I remember a while ago, a client sent me a video and she was so proud and happy with those videos, except she failed to notice one detail. She filmed her video above this artwork that she had, and the artwork had like this circle in brown. So when you were watching her videos, it looked like she had like this weird brown circle, and as soon as she sends me the videos, I'm like, oh my God, that looks so bad. And she had done it was like one of those long form contents. And I was like, no, it just didn't work. And I'm all about being scrappy. You know me. I'm all about being scrappy. You don't have to be perfect. But that was just no. So be careful with your backdrops. Be careful with your backgrounds, right? But I want you to find your house hotspots because that's going to empower you. It's going to make you feel more confident because you will know where to go right away to do that vlog, to make that content. You're not going to have to spend time trying to figure that out. And we want to have that agility and speed, okay? That's so important. Outside filming, bear with me. We're almost reaching the end. Stay with me, okay? I know we've definitely gone over the time today. outside filming is one of my most favorite things, because that is when you've reached the pro level of no fucks given. When you film outside, you have graduated in the Rebel School of Filming. Because you're just not giving a fuck. So if you want to film outside, or if you happen to be outside and there's something you want to film, please do not look to the side. Can we not do that? Because when you are looking to the side, you are going to freak yourself out. I don't want you to freak yourself out. I want you to be in your zone. So don't do this. Don't start doing this. You know, you're about to film and you start like, are they looking at me? Wait. I'm going to wait for them to go, because they might look. Okay, there's people sitting over there. I'm just going to wait for them to like finish their Starbucks. Oh, and there's someone over there having like a meal. Yeah, I'm just going to wait for them to finish the whole meal. Then I'm going to like do my vlog. Don't look to the side when you're outside to film. Just stay focused on what you're filming, right? I love to film outside, and maybe some of you have seen my unicorn videos. That was really the ultimate. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go dressed up as a unicorn and just dance my ass off on the street. And those videos were so fun to make, right? And I always, my mom, again, this is a quote from my mom. Mom, are you still here? Give them something to talk about, right? So have that attitude. If you're filming outside, yeah, give people something to talk about. They're probably having some boring ass lives, or they're probably breaking up with someone, or maybe they're having a boring boyfriend. So you are going to give them something to talk about, right? Don't look to the sides. Listen, nobody really freaking cares. After like 1 minute or seconds, they've already forgotten about you, right? So even if they are looking, great, give them something to look at. And trust me, it will be just seconds and you will be completely forgotten in their memory. Do not let them stop you from what you want to do. Do not give strangers that power, okay? Oh, my mom is still here. Yay. So my mom is Fernanda, if you guys are wondering. That's my mom. Omar, I am so happy you are here. Shout out to Omar. Omar has been giving me amazing insights on what's happening right now in this situation, because he's this amazing engineer. So thank you so much, Omar, for messaging me these amazing DMs. Okay. So beginning, middle, and end. When you are doing your filming, your videos, and when you are preparing that narrative, that content, maybe you are vlogging, maybe you are dancing, whatever it is that you are doing, cooking, a recipe, an unboxing, an opinion, right? There's so much stuff you can be doing. I just want you to really always think about what is the core message of the video. You might talk a lot about other things that are in your beginning and end, but your middle really needs to be at the core. What is the one thing you want people to walk away with from watching that video? Because if you're going to try to pack too much in, it's going to be overwhelming. If you're not going to construct your message clearly, people are not really going to get it. So I want you to be mindful. There's always a beginning and a middle and an end, even if it's a 30-seconder, okay? What is that? What does that look like? What does that format look like? Structure it, sit down, think about it, get pencil and pen and just scribble it and think about it. And what is your core message at the end of it? What is the one thing you want people to remember by? And we have reached the homework section, which means this is a wrap on our class, because if we've reached homework, woohoo! Thank you for sticking around until now. So what is our homework for this class? All right. What inside job do you need to do, right? We went deep in the beginning of today's class. You even met my dad. Mom, I think you've missed like something epic. I shared my dad with everybody. My mom is really like, oh my God, what happened? So we went really deep in the beginning of today's class. I shared my personal story with you to hopefully inspire you that we can all change, we can all transform, we can kill those voices in our heads that are telling you, you're not good enough, you don't know what you're doing, you're not pretty, what will they think? All those fucking voices, they need to stay the fuck outside, okay? So what inside job do you still need to do so that you can meet yourself at the highest level that you know you have the capability to. Woo! That sounded good. I got to clip that bit. I want you to pick your visual or verbal cue. Remember that at the beginning of the class? That is one of my favorites. What is your visual or it could be verbal cue, signature cue that you are always going to have on your videos so people can always like remember you by, right? Remember the camera little secret that I shared with you at the beginning? And I did my hair with you guys because I wanted to really show you how my hair is like, oh, that looks cute. My hair is my little camera little, that's so cute. My hair is my little secret. I want you guys to also have your own little camera, little secret of what's going to make you feel like the hottest thing on camera. I was already confident when I was doing my class with you, but when I put my mermaid hair on, whoo, my confidence just went up a notch. My confidence just went up a notch now when I did my hair. These things matter. You become more magnetic. I want you to find your magnetic little camera secret. I want you to pick 2 new styles of filming. I can't wait to see that. Charlotte, thank you for sharing. I would love for you guys to share what formats do you guys think you're inspired to do? And then is there any equipment that you might need? It took me a while to invest on this guy. I don't know why this guy stopped working, but I'm going to figure it out. And you might want to invest now on one of those things that I shared. Check it out. But this is your homework. And I would really love to hear from you when you guys do your homework. And I want to say a huge thank you for sticking around for today's class. Tomorrow, we've got Instagram. What is going on? Don't you worry. Don't you sweat it. I'm here. I'm going to tell you what's been going on. I'm going to do that job for you so you know, because there's a lot that's been going on. So that's going to be tomorrow. And tomorrow is the last live class of this week. But then, ta-da, here is the agenda. We are back for week 2. And my mom, me and you, mom, we got to prepare the class. Me and mom are going to do a class together. So, what an amazing 1 hour and 51 minutes we've been here together. So 2 hours really. So I really, really, really have so much gratitude and appreciation for your time that you have been here. It means the world to me that you've dedicated 2 hours of your time to hang out here. I hope I made you smile. I hope I made you laugh. I hope that you learned something new. And if anything, these live classes this week, for at least for me, they couldn't have come at a better time because they're not making me think of what's happening on the outside world. And for these 2 hours, we were here in this teal bubble of just coziness, fuzziness, love, learning new stuff. And that just fills me up. So I hope I filled you up with some love and sparkles. We are back tomorrow. I hope you have a beautiful day tomorrow. With everything that's going on. Keep that positive spirit. Take care of your nervous system. Take time to soothe yourself, right? Don't go into autopilot. It's tough out there. So self-soothe, do what you need to do. And did you enjoy class today? What was your favorite bit? And thank you for sticking around for a long, but we had puppies, guys. We had puppies. Is my neighbor still here? I think the universe gave me a gift today. The universe was like, Alex needs some puppy love. Don't use your phone a lot. Your mom missed dogs. My mom did. Mom, we had puppies. My neighbor with the puppies came. My gosh, that was really the best, right? So guys, thank you. Thank you, Omar. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Corey. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Fari. Who else is here? Write your name if I'm not saying your name, is because I don't know you're here. Charlotte, you are here. Who else? Hatim, you are here. Thank you for joining. You guys are so amazing. I will see you guys tomorrow. Any questions? Any things you want to share before we go? Favorite bit of today's class? Give me that because I would love to just know. Your favorite little bit from today, from the class today. Oh, Charlotte, thank you so much for joining and for sticking around. Yes! I'm gonna figure out what's happening with my mic. What happened to him? My energy. Oh, thank you. And I didn't dance, but I will dance. I'm always dancing in my live classes. Oh my God, I'm just obsessed with how cool my Teal Kitchen looks on these lives. Why did it take me so long to bring my lives into my Teal Kitchen? I gotta bring my disco ball to this side. Microphone like road is connected. Was that your favorite bit of the class, Corey, that my microphone got disconnected? I don't think we heard any bangs, did we? I didn't. Well, no, I wouldn't have. My window is completely closed. But all right, guys, I am going to find out what I'm going to make for dinner. I'm really craving fudge brownies, but I don't think that's a dinner option, even if they're going to be gut and friendly, healthy friendly. Clearly, I need sweets. But I love you guys so much. And I see you tomorrow. And remember that rebels always rise. So even through dark times, they're never around forever. And there's always light. You just got to look for it. And you'll find glimmers everywhere. So I love you. I see you tomorrow. I hope I see you all tomorrow. And go and have the most amazing evening. And I see you guys tomorrow. I love you. Ciao. Mwah. I love you. Bye.